From glamorous fashion shows uptown at New York's Fashion Week to the internet sensation, the Harlem Shake, we've got the scoop on all of your favorite entertainment headlines. Plus, do not miss our interview with Michael Pollack, who accompanied the legendary Billy Joel this past month right here on campus. Putting you in a New York state of mind, I'm your host, Lauren Mandel, and you're watching The Scoop. It's pilot season, everybody. Here is a sneak peek of the shows to keep on your radar. The Originals, a spin-off of the super popular show The Vampire Diaries, will center around Klaus, played by Joseph Morgan in New Orleans' French Quarter, with many of our other favorite blood-sucking vamps at his side, including Rebecca and Elijah, played by Claire Holt and Daniel Gillis. Also, watch out for more comedic talents from the movie Bridesmaids to go from walking down the aisle to spots on network television. Rebel Wilson, who in addition to being in Bridesmaids, played Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect, is set to star in a pilot on CBS called Super Fun Night. Another Bridesmaids we can expect to see on TV is Wendy McLendon Covey, who is set to star in a comedy pilot for ABC called How the Hell Am I Normal? Cannot wait to see what gets picked up for the fall. Thank goodness we never have to say bye-bye-bye to one of our favorite boy banders gone solo, Justin Timberlake. As hot as ever, Jessica Biel's husband's next album, The 2020 Experience, is set to drop March 19th. Thank goodness we have the hit single Suit and Tie to hold us over until then. The music video for Suit and Tie is finally out, so make sure to check out JT's sexy moves and falsetto. And now, it looks as if New York has found Nemo, and just in time for the 2013 Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. Our stylish correspondent, Paige Harnick, has the lowdown on events at your favorite designer shows.
That's right, Lauren. Snowstorm Nemo couldn't stop the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. Hi, I'm your fashion correspondent, Paige Harnick, and this week my radar has been abuzz with stories from this infamous week of fashion. The celebs have arrived and they're not coming quietly. Guests include everyone from Jessica Chastain to Chelsea Handler, hitting up fabulous shows like Philip Lim, where we're obsessing over the motorcycle jackets, to Ralph Rucci, whose luxurious collection received a standing ovation. However, Miley Cyrus has been seen all over town in anything but high fashion. With that tiny bod, you'd think she'd be able to pull off anything, but the former Disney star has been seen throughout the city in a Beetlejuice-like disaster. But we'll make peace with the red jumpsuit she wore to the Rachel Zoe show, as we're fans of the designer herself. Former model Jamie King from the CW's Heart of Dixie has been spotted everywhere, from close friend Jason Wu to Rebecca Minkoff, but we just can't get enough of her midriff-bearing Kate Spade spring dress. The Kate Spade collection shown this past week promised a quirky, cute splash of clashing colors for the fall. My personal favorite thus far was BCBG Max Azria. From street chic leather and fur pieces to grunge silhouettes, it was perfection in a catwalk. It was absolutely awesome. Every model was wearing a beanie. Adorable. I mean, I feel so tuned into the trends from this season. Menswear suits, slouchy leathers, furs, baseball caps, and beanies. Love. Back to you, Lauren.
Speaking of little fashionistas, little monsters everywhere were devastated when Lady Gaga reported that she canceled the remaining dates on her Born This Way tour. The singer has a labral tear on her right hip and is unable to perform the rest of her shows. Gaga was reported saying, "I hope you can forgive me, as it is nearly impossible for me to forgive myself. I hate this so much. I love you and I'm sorry." We hope the mother monster makes a quick recovery. In other news, the Harlem Shake movement has taken the internet by storm. It first started with the song Harlem Shake by Bauer, and now thousands of videos on YouTube are being uploaded in attempts to copy the dance. To make the video, one person has to be dancing in the beginning of the video with a group of oblivious people around them. Then the beat drops and everyone in the room starts dancing the Harlem Shake. The movement has even taken over Vanderbilt with this video from our very own baseball team. Looking good, boys. Not only has the Harlem Shake taken over Vanderbilt, but a certain freshman has been the talk of the school after accompanying Billy Joel in the song New York State of Mind on January 30th. Here's our entertainment correspondent, Casey Apel, with an exclusive interview with Michael Pollack.
I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in the New York State of Mind. Wow.
I'm here with freshman Michael Pollack, who got to experience something Wednesday night that most students don't get a chance to. He is currently the talk of the town here at Vandy for getting the chance to perform on stage with Billy Joel. So Michael, can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Well, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I had been planning to go to the concert. It was a question-and-answer session, and one of my friends actually called me right when the tickets came out, and my roommate went and got the tickets, and we came up with this plan that if I got to ask a question, I would ask him if I could come up and play a song with it. And I guess it just, it all went to plan, and now it's blowing up.
My favorite song of yours is New York City Mine. I've been very fortunate. I was able to play with Richie Canada many times in New York City, and I was wondering if I could play with you.
How'd you have the guts to ask that question?
Honestly, I really didn't. I was sort of pushed into doing it towards the end because I was very nervous, and my friends were like emphatically like pointing at me to try and get me to ask the question. And when I finally was given the microphone, after hesitating a little bit, I finally got it out, and he said okay. So after that, I sprinted on stage. It was incredible.
Now, I noticed that when you went on stage, you didn't look at the sheet music. You sat at the piano and you knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, well, Billy keeps this book of all his lyrics, and it's like his safety net. He didn't actually have the music up there. He only had the lyrics of the song, and he basically pointed out the arrangement he wanted when I got up there, and I've been playing the song for 10 years now or so, so I've got a pretty good handle on playing it.
Well, even though you're in arts and sciences, I know you're quite the music fan. Would you consider Joel one of your influences?
Oh, absolutely. He's one of the reasons I started playing. My mom got me this book of Billy Joel songs when I was younger, and I learned every single one. And he's probably the reason I'm still playing and still writing.
Well, I know you're big into songwriting, and he just signed with BMI, which is a very big deal.
Yeah.
Where do you see your songwriting going in the future?
I'm hoping to start co-writing with some budding artists and see if I can get my music out there. I just worked on a few demos in studio this past week. It came out pretty cool, better than I expected, and hopefully they'll get into the right hands. Maybe an artist will pick it up. See what happens.
Well, that sounds great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us about your experience.
Definitely. Thank you.
Back to the studio.
On a lighter note, even basketball can have its humor, at least when Will Ferrell is involved. During a game between the Phoenix Suns and the LA Lakers at the Staples Center, Shaq was politely escorted out of the arena, but wait, that's not even the funny part. Will Ferrell, decked out in a full security guard uniform and mustache, was Shaq's escort. In a joke that went seemingly unnoticed by Shaq, Will Ferrell proves he can do anything and get away with it because he is just that funny. Shaq, his disguise was good, but not that good. And next we have Tea Time with host Trevor Anderson and his lovely ladies discussing the best and the worst of this past Sunday's Grammy Awards. Take it away, Trevor.
All right, what's going on, guys? I'm Trevor Anderson, and this is Tea Time segment. Today we've got Casey and Allie here, and we are going to dish down everything about last week's Grammy Awards. Kick it off with fashion right before the show starts. I think Allie wants to take this one for us.
I would say that Rihanna was definitely best dressed in her Azadine Alaya red hot dress. The only thing that wasn't the best about her was her date, Chris Brown, but she definitely was rocking. Her hair looked good, she looked presentable, and I would definitely give her the best dressed.
I agree, and for worst dressed, we have Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine. She was head to toe in Givenchy, a green sequin dress with, it looked like dinosaur horns across the chest. It was a high neck, and she was wearing Julie's ring. So kind of disappointed her this year on the red carpet, but she rocked it last year, so I guess you can't win them all.
Yeah, you can't win them all, and somebody who almost did was Fun. They took home 2 of the biggest 4 awards of the night, including Best New Artist and Song of the Year for the song We Are Young. Sadly, couldn't bring home those last 2 major awards. Record of the Year went to Goche featuring Kimbra for Somebody That I Used to Know, my personal favorites for the record. And Album of the Year went to Mumford & Sons for their album Babel, one of the biggest sellers of last year. For the first time, probably in a long time, both the Grammys' critical favorites and the commercial favorites were both overlapping. I mean, both these records sold huge and got the biggest 4 awards of the night. So good to see the Grammys are getting back in popular taste, you know?
Yeah, and they did nationally the clean sweep, and we won the most awards out of any kind of music genre, and Black Keys,
yeah,
Taylor Swift, Carrie, everyone. So we're pretty pumped about that.
Yeah.
And now we're going to play So True, So False with all the controversies and not so controversial stories at the Grammys. And the first one is, did Adele yell at Chris Brown?
Ooh. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Chris Brown is pretty easy to fight with. He doesn't have the best reps, so, yeah.
I mean, Adele seems probably big on artist respect and
Yeah.
everyone, standing. I mean, when one person doesn't stand for the ovation,
Yeah.
well, come on, guys.
Yeah.
What's wrong
It's
with
rude.
you?
So this is actually so false. When looking at the picture that's been spreading around the internet, you might think that this is true. But after headlines flooded the internet, Adele quickly stepped in to clear the air. She said they actually were complimenting each other, which is a huge surprise. So finally, Chris Brown isn't causing drama. Next is, did someone pull Kanye West at the Grammys? What do you guys think?
I didn't see it. I think I missed it, but
Yeah, I think
I heard some
if you
rumors.
weren't looking, you missed it.
Yeah.
It was a really short moment, but it was weird. It's got to be true. Absolutely.
Yep, this is so true. Ukraine reporter Vitaly Saduk, who is known for crashing A-list parties, he actually got slapped on a red carpet by Will Smith. And he tried rushing the stage when Adele won her award, but J-Lo brought her Jenny from the Block back and stepped in before he could ruin her moment. And lastly, did Taylor Swift and Carrie Underwood cause a major problem with the seating chart the night before the show?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, like, they both want the front row seats, like, claim their territory, but...
Yeah, but I feel like some of these feuds, like Brandy and Monica back in the day, like, they always kind of overblown. And no one wants to be responsible, like, get their name out. Like, they were the one who asked to move, So I think...
I'm gonna go true.
I think they'll tone the diva down just for the Grammy Awards, and I'll say false.
Well, Trevor, you won this one. This is so false. Rumors spread that Taylor hates Carrie Underwood so much that she refused to sit anywhere near her and told the Grammys that she wanted the seats totally changed. But reps from both the Grammys and from Carrie's mouth herself quickly shut those down and said there's absolutely no feud. So
that was blowing up. All right. Well, that's our take on the Grammy Awards, and of course we'll stay here with you for the rest of award season. Be sure to check us out here on The Scoop. And back to you guys.
Bye.
From hot celebrities who attended the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week to fashion disappointments at the Grammy Awards, we cover it all right here on The Scoop. I'm your host, Lauren Mandel, and we want to thank you for tuning in with us. Can't wait for the next episode? Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time.